What a privilege and honor to bow before your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. What a privilege and honor to bow before your throne. I am to be called into your presence as your own. And I bow as I enter your throne, and I cast myself down at your feet. Cast yourself. I sing holy, holy, holy. There is nobody like you. In your presence is where I must live. And I bow as I enter your throne, and I cast myself down, cast yourself down at your feet, cast yourself down at his feet. I cry, holy, holy, holy. Oh, my child, there's nobody like you. In your presence is where I must stay. He's seated on his throne. In your presence is where I must live. He's seated on the throne. In your presence is where I must live. And I bow as I enter. No performance, no noise. You and your voice. I cry, holy, holy, holy. There is nobody like you, no God like you. In your presence, I is where I will lost. Mm, mm, I cry, holy, holy, holy. Oh, my child, there's nobody like you. Ah, in your presence is where I will stay. Can you be intentional this morning? I cry, holy, holy, holy. There is nobody like you, Jesus. In your presence is where I live. What a privilege, I don't know what a privilege, to bow before your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. What a privilege, I don't know, to bow before your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. And I bow as I enter, bow this morning, your throne, yeah. And I cast myself down, come down from the horses, at your feet, cast yourself at his feet. I cry, holy, 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 there is nobody like you, the most righteous. In your presence is where I must live. He is seated on the throne. He is seated on the throne. In your presence is where I must live. Jesus is seated on the throne, at the right hand side of the Father. In your presence is where I is seated on the throne. Jesus is seated. He's seated on the throne. In your presence is where I must live. Jesus is seated on the throne. He's seated on the throne. In your presence is where I must live. I am not sure. Jesus is seated on the throne. Jesus is seated on the throne. In your presence is where we live. I am not sure. Jesus is seated on the throne. He's seated on the throne. In your presence is where we need. I will never be gone astray. Jesus is seated on the throne. He will lead me right. He will lead my path right. In your presence is where we live. Jesus is seated on the throne. I will not be too fast. I will not be too slow. In your presence is where we live. Jesus is seated on the throne. I will not be too fast. I will not be too slow to follow him. In your presence is where we live. May I never be too late. May I never be fast. Help me to walk in your space. Help me to walk in your space. May I never be too fast. May I never be late. Help me to walk in your space. Help me to walk in your pace. In your presence is where we live. When you walk in His pace, you will not be too fast, and neither will you be too slow. You move at the same time with Jesus. He's seated on the throne. Jesus is seated on the throne. Lord. He's seated on the throne. He's seated on the throne. Jesus is seated on the throne. In your presence is where I must be. Be still and know He's God. Even in the silence, He speaks. When every word fails, my worship bleeds. When every word fails, my worship bleeds. Even in His presence, He speaks.